Well, good morning. Good Wednesday morning. Good, beautiful Wednesday morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and we will be glad in it. I am glad that you have been able to join us this morning and come and be here for this Be Encouraged Wednesday. I hope that life is treating you well, that you have woken up in a joyful state of mind, and that you know that God is in control and He is steering all of these things that are going on, and that in time we will understand, even if that means that in time, meaning that we go to heaven to understand, then that's what it'll be. But I want to talk this morning out of Daniel, out of the book of Daniel, Daniel 2, and we're going to talk from 20 to 22. Daniel 2, 20 to 22. Let's read it. It says, Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are His. And He changes the times and the seasons. He removes kings and raises up kings. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have understanding. He reveals deep and secret things and knows what is in the darkness, and light dwells in Him. God is a God that is completely in control. We don't have to have any doubt about that. We don't have to have any wonderings about that. I think that sometimes when we see the world going the way that it is going at times, that we have a tendency to kind of, whether we say it or not, we have a tendency to kind of in the back of our mind wonder if God is aware. In fact, sometimes our prayers sound as though we are a child that is going to tell the parent on the way that the world is acting. And God is already aware of that. God's already aware of the way the world is acting. He doesn't need anyone to come and tattle on the world, if you will. He doesn't need that to be our prayer. He needs our prayer to be around what can we do to serve the kingdom. Now, I chose this scripture today because it talks about changing the times and the seasons. It says in verse 21, and He changes the times and the seasons. He removes kings and raises up kings. That should give us a tremendous amount of reassurance right now. That should give us a tremendous amount of reassurance. First of all, because we have just changed the seasons. Autumn is now here and summer has passed into our rear view mirror. We're going to be seeing leaves changing. We're going to be seeing corn going brown in the field. We're going to be seeing squirrels that are going and picking up acorns and hickory nuts and whatnot and taking them back to store for winter. And the seasons are changing. And we need to find joy in that time of changing. We need to find joy in the fact that God raises up kings and He removes kings, that He is moving the different pieces on the board as is to His timing. See, sometimes we like to think that God is going to move according to our time. But it says, and He changes the times, which means He changes it in His time. And His time is eons. His time is not, 70 years of life of a human being. See, God didn't start time when we were born, and then once we pass away, He'll end time. That's not the way this works. We are a thread. We are a thread in what He is doing. So we need to understand that. But I want you to take some time today. I want you to take some time today and just thank Him. Thank Him for the changing of the seasons. Thank Him for the way that He will very soon show us the beauty of His creation in the trees and in the grass and in the sky. He will reveal these things. Fall is my favorite time of the year, so I find a lot of hope during that time. He will show that. Let's look though at 23, or at 22 rather. It says, He reveals deep and secret things. Now, I want you to listen to this next part. He knows what is in the darkness. There will be times of darkness in our life. As we go through this season of fall, we will see that the days will get shorter and shorter and shorter, and then in November we will actually go off of daylight savings time, and it will get darker sooner. But we have to remember that God knows what is in the darkness. God already knows what is in the darkness. God already knows that there will be dark times in our life. And if you happen to be going through one of those dark times, I want you to also understand that light dwells with Him. That there may be darkness now, but there is a hope. There is a hope. Light dwells with Him. That the dark times may be now, but there will be light. There will be happiness in your life that will come again. And we have to believe in that reassurance. We have to believe in that reassurance. So take some time today on this beautiful Wednesday. Take some time today to thank Him for the way that He changes the times. The music doesn't stay the same. The people don't stay the same. The way the young people act don't stay the same. And thank Him for the way that the seasons change. Not just inside of the year, but in our life. That seasons change within our life. Thank Him for that. And realize that He is in control and find comfort in that. I want you to be encouraged today. I want you to be encouraged and know that God is in control, that He is steering this, that we may not understand, but that it's because we have such a limited view of what all is going on. But He has the grand view, and He realizes what is going on. We don't need to tattle first thing in the morning and tell Him what the world is doing. He already knows, and He is already dealing with it. Be encouraged today. Love one another, love God, and let's make this world a better place just by being here. I'm praying for you. I know you're praying for me. I'm praying for this nation. Be loved today, and I love you all.